Hey everyone, and welcome to yet another episode of Success Builders. So today we have with us Kestle Bess. How are you doing, Kestle?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me on.
Awesome, glad to have you. So where in the world are you calling in from?
Right now, I'm currently in Long Island, New York.
Awesome. I'm in the future. I'm in New Zealand, so we're a bit of worlds apart at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Hey, so Kissel, the audience is going to be really interested to hear a bit about your story, about what you're currently doing now. I believe you're doing quite a few things, one of which you have an events company, and then you also have a travel company, or a travel marketing business rather. And yeah, so just tell us a bit about how what changed in your life to get into those particular industries and a bit about the industries themselves. So I'll just give you open floor and you just tell us your story, right?
All right, awesome for once again having me on. And my
Pleasure.
story is everybody else. I hope doesn't have to go through. So, um, I was just a regular person. I worked nights in a warehouse or always in management. And COVID hit, of course, and COVID kicked my butt. When I mean kicked my butt, I mean I went from 230 pounds down to 180 pounds in a month and a half, because I couldn't eat, couldn't hold down anything. Um, you know, I wasn't hospitalized, thank goodness, but you go through that, and at the same time, you realize, what are you really doing with your time? Because what if that was the end of my time? I've had thoughts, ideas, entrepreneur ideas. I was like, I didn't even get a chance to start. And with that, I just decided, you know what? I'm going to do these things. If that wasn't a sign, that is my sign to start doing these things. And so I went from just being in the background as a warehouse manager to just figuring out how to do things. And the first thing I did is what I tell people is I realized a very powerful thing called ask. The power of ask. I just asked. So I went in a Facebook group and I asked, who wants to help me with something? And the response was unbelievable. Almost 2,000, 3,000 people asking, say, yeah, I want to help you with your project. The project at the time was during COVID. I wanted to do an outdoor movie theater where people could do drive up, still be protected in their cars, and watch a real good movie, a black movie at that. So after you weed out the people, this, that, I ended up with 8 individuals, and we formed a company called Black Legacy Partners. And we hosted our first event during COVID, which was an outdoor movie theater showing The Last Dragon. Then COVID started relaxing, and the restrictions up in America. And with that, we said, what can we do? At the same time, um, it was decided that a holiday called Juneteenth, which was a holiday representing the last set of slaves to be freed in America and Texas, uh, to be freed. Even though slavery was free for 2 years, that part of the country in Texas kept their slaves for 2 additional years until a general came in and said, no, you have to let these people go. And on that day was a Juneteenth, and we've national holiday since then. So we said, you know what, Long Island doesn't know Black culture like it should be. Everything is more for the demographics of white people, even though there's a large um, population of Black people on the island. So what I decided to do was I said, let's bring our culture to a white town. And we chose Hicksville, Long Island, um, which was built by a lot of Black people and has a Black population, but they are largely ignored. And we brought this to the town, and the town welcomed it. Surprisingly, the town welcomed it. They said, you know what? This was the time for us to branch out as well. It was almost like an awakening around the world. I guess in America, diversity, equity, inclusion was big and strong at the time, and we decided that's the perfect moment to do this. And the town was big, but the locals weren't. There was a lot of letter writing and everything like that. But for the first time, the government said, no, we're going to back this group. And we held a cultural festival where we had live music, a DJ. We had over 100 vendors, Black-owned vendors, Black speakers. The town mayor was there, representatives were there, senators were there. It made it on the news, and it was the most successful thing I ever been. And what's amazing about it is it all started because I asked a simple question, and I went from just being important in my warehouse to meeting senators, meeting congressmen, going to conventions, being on the news, being on podcasts. I'm like, wow.
Like
And
a
I
celebrity, man.
realized, yeah, I realized that it's that's it. The universe works. Just ask for something and do the things that leads up to it. And that's what it is. I mean, I'm on this show right now. It's because the same thing, power of ask. I asked, yeah, I would love to help out. I'd love to be part of this. And that's what it is. And I get to tell my story while I'm doing that, as the cultural festival, it kept building and building. It is now the number one, the biggest cultural festival for Juneteenth on Long Island, and it has been duplicated, which I'm very happy for, by many other organizations. Now that it is actually every park, every recreational area, every open venue on Juneteenth now has a similar event laid out the way we laid it out, and it's the most beautiful thing, and I'm very happy about it. And
That's
this
so cool.
this Juneteenth, yep, this Juneteenth coming up is our 5th year anniversary, and I couldn't be more proud of my team. And it's amazing, and all from the power of ask. So that's one of the big things that I'm doing, and I'm very proud of it. It led me to a life that I didn't expect. It led me to meeting people I've only sat on TV. It was like, hey, that's the senator. I know that guy. I get to say that guy. I met that guy. I have pictures with that guy.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I never, I never could have been in the same room with these people, and here I am, and I'm giving speeches. On top of that,
Yeah.
I'm an introvert.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I say I'm an introvert until I put on a suit. Then suddenly, I can speak
Like
well, and
Superman.
and,
It's like
and
Superman goes
yeah,
into the
it's like
booth
yeah,
and he changes the suit and then
and then da, 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 and that's it. It's amazing, and that's what it is. Other than that, I'm a homebody. I'm a
yeah, yeah.
homebody, but
Me too.
yeah,
Yeah, me
yeah.
too.
But I had. Go ahead.
No, I was going to ask if you like the way you're describing it sounds like everything just fell into place, but did you have any challenges at all?
Absolutely, the challenges were the public because the first venue we tried to get a thing. I don't even know if I could legally speak about it, but one said yes. One party said yes. Owner of the land said no because they thought it was a Black Lives protest. And I said, just because there's the word black in it doesn't mean I'm associated with that group. They just lumped this and said, oh, they're going to be protesting. No, we're not protesting. I just want to throw a black movie that's very in the black culture from since the 80s. It's called The Last Dragon. Most popular movie since I was a kid. It's my favorite superhero movie. And that was one of the challenges. But once you get the backing of the town and the town tells the police force and they back it, and then you say, police force, you could come on because you could do recruiting. You let them know, hey, you could do recruiting from us. The fire department, come on down, you could do recruiting. We're not here to bite, we're not here to fight, we're here to work with you because we want you to
That's
understand
clever.
that,
That's clever.
yeah, we want you to understand we're not here to disrupt your lives. We've been here this whole time. We just want you to acknowledge our lives that we're here, and and that's it. I even got criticism from black people in the South. They said, "Why in the town of Hicksville?" I said, "Because the goal wasn't to share amongst you guys what we do. You guys know what we are. You guys know the culture. The goal is to bring the culture to someone that would normally shun our culture and say, hey, you can have fun with us. Come dance with us. Come party with us. We're not, you're going to have the best time of your life. You're going to come to us and be like, wow, all the other culture festivals I went to are boring. compared to the one I just went to. This is fun, and that's what happened. I shifted location to Hicksville, a town like that. We got news coverage. I would have never got news coverage if I did it in a black community because they would have been like, "Oh, it's just another party." But because I did it that
You
way,
had you had the contrast. That's
yeah,
what you had.
exactly.
You know.
Yeah, it was
Um,
completely. Yeah, you
yeah,
get to say, "Wow, they are really bringing it in. They are really developing." And once people understood that concept, it was duplicated and replicated. Not as great, but duplicated and replicated at least by 15 to 20 other organizations across Long Island. And it's just a normal thing now. And I'm very proud of that accomplishment.
that's amazing. And so through the duplication, you don't earn any royalties or anything like that from it, do you?
No, actually, so we started as a business, but you said we never charged. We have never charged any there. Everything was sponsored, 100%
Right.
sponsored. So you
Good.
got to our event for free. Yeah, you had to pay the vendors if you want cookies and food because that's how they make their money. But you never paid to enter our events. You never paid if we had a dinners at our events, anything like that. It was all sponsored, and we're very proud of that. And that's one of our keys, getting big businesses involved, like TD Bank, mattress firm, one of the biggest warehouses for mattresses. Um, a lot of different big businesses, Fidelity, National Grid, and plus the local government, the police department. Once they all got involved, and then we do charity work on the side of that. So yeah, it turned into from a non for profit, so that we're actually a non for profit at this key moment, and we're very proud of that.
That's such a good story. That's amazing.
Yeah,
So, you've explained to us the challenges you've had, you've explained to us the successes you've had. Tell you what, that is actually the perfect and most holistic story you could have told. Right. So I actually don't even have any questions because you've covered everything.
right.
So, in keeping with the time that we have, you're welcome to tell us about your travel business as well, if you like.
Okay. So at the same time, when you're sitting sick and your life, you're like, what have I done? What have I not done? Okay, I always wanted together. I wanted to bring my people together to celebrate something. So I did that with the event company. Also said, I didn't see the world. I travel like once every 3 to 5 years, and it's going to be a Caribbean island, and they all look the same to me. I need to see this world. And literally, that same day, I said to the universe gave me a phone call from a young lady that was laid off from the warehouse job I was at, and she went into a travel the network marketing business. And she's been to the world, and she messaged me and said, "Hey, would you like to be part of that?" And I said, "No." I literally said no. And I'm like, I hung up the phone. I was like, no, I don't I'm sick. I'm done. On the phone and said, wait, I just asked the universe for this morning. And I just told this lady, I called her back right away. I said, I don't know why I just told you no. I literally asked the universe for this to happen. And the universe granted me a phone call from you. And I was about to turn it down. And I listened more and I signed up with her. And within that year, I've been to states I've never been to. I went to Arizona, never been to Arizona, but saw a good deal. Went to Arizona, went to all the at an agent rate. Went to Florida. I went to Europe. Where else we were going? Oh, went to Hawaii. I've been to more trips since I signed up 2 years ago than I've done in the history of my existence up until then. And I'm 43 years old. So it's just like again, I said, wow. Once again, you ask the universe for something, they give
He
it
gives
to
it to you.
you.
Yeah,
Don't ignore the signs. Don't ignore the signs.
for sure.
Don't say no to these things. And it's been the greatest experience. I met some of the greatest people ever. And how it works is it works like this. So you'll notice every trip, every car rental, every hotel, every event, there's a commission built into the price. Even if you go on the website and you did all the work, somebody that linked to that website got paid for you doing all that work. As a travel business owner, take one more step. All everything you've ever done to book a trip, you take one more step to put that booking number into the website for them to link the commission to go back to you. And that works on your own trips. You could book your own trips. You could book your family trips. You could book your family reunion, all that stuff. All that commission comes back to you because it's already paid for. It's just been floating out there in cyberspace for some random person to pick up. Now, as a travel business owner, you make sure that flow goes right back to you. And it's
Right,
a
I see.
beautiful thing, a beautiful
Right.
concept. Yeah, no matter what, you booked, you rented a car, there's a commission. You booked that concert ticket to see Taylor Swift, there was a commission made. Somebody made a commission through that.
Right,
Now
that's
you can
interesting.
flow that commission right back to you. It's universal. It's the greatest thing. And
Yeah.
that's the travel side of business. It's amazing. And I
So,
embrace that. Mhm.
oh, sorry, I just cut you off what you're about to say. So, yeah, I was gonna say, like, that's the travel side that you're getting a rebate back on the travel that you're currently doing. But then how do you make it a business without paying for travel and earning that way?
Okay,
There has to
so
be a different way.
no. For instance, right, the biggest way to earn money is a group booking trip, a group trip. When you say you want to book a cruise line, cruises love working with travel agents. Actually, everyone loves working with travel agents because you're doing the work for them. Besides the advertiser, you essentially working for them. So you call them up and say, "Hey, I would like to book 15 rooms." They say, "Great, we'll lock you in for 15 rooms." You fill up those 15 rooms, 15 cabins. They set you up with uh, tour guide points, tour guide businesses. They do most of the work for you. It's a phone call. Hey, I want these 15 rooms. Then this person's going to join that person. They set up the payments, and you can't make it more easy. Getting 70 to 80% of the commission that you split in between your host agency and yourself. Just for that, it's a beautiful thing. And once the trip is taken, you get paid. And guess what? You take that same money, you'll book another one and just keep going like that. And next thing you know, you're going on trips every single month, big trips every single month, and your groups get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. I believe someone's on the team is booking over $300,000 a month. Top
Wow.
booker in the world, $300,000 a month booking just trips. Isn't that
So,
amazing?
are you talking $300,000 commission or $300,000 in terms of
Three hundred
cost of the trip?
thousand total booked, but the commission on that, oh my God, 70-80% of that. I'm
Still
not a
close
math
enough
whiz,
to,
but
yeah.
good money. That's some good money for a phone call
It's still
and
over
saying,
200K a month, yeah.
yeah, hey, Norwegian, can you please hold these rooms for 2025? I bet you right now, if you go on any cruise website and say, I want to book a cruise in 2025, they're all booked up. Why? Because the travel business is $1 trillion industry. The people that figure this out, they as soon as an open date comes in, boom, they make a phone call. I want 30 rooms. Another agent calls 50, and you call and you try. I'm trying to get one room. No, it's booked because these travel agents figured out how to make bank doing this, and it's very lucrative. And that's one side of the business. That's part of it. Now we get into the network building side. That is the best lucrative side. That's the passive income side, right? Because with traveling and booking trips, you book a trip, you get paid. You don't book any trips, you don't get
You don't get
paid.
paid, yeah, right.
Right. But network marketing, brilliant thing. A lot of people don't understand that when you work a job, right, you are part of a network marketing platform. You don't really think about it. You got your CEO on the top, you got your upper management, your secondary management, your lower management, your employees, right? Employees at the bottom, right? How many times have you told a friend, hey, come work with me, and your job said, here's a referral bonus for bringing that person on. Here's $200 for bringing somebody on, and if they sign up and work for us, we'll bring them on.
That
Right?
doesn't happen. No.
Yeah, that happens. Bring on your friend, and if they work out, we'll give you $200. That's the network marketing, right? That's it. You referred this person and brought them in, your job paid you. It's the same thing in this industry. I bring you in, say I bring you in, right, as a travel, to become a travel agent. You come in, you joined up. The company paid me from bringing you in. Why? Because you're going to learn to be a travel agent. You're going to book trips. Say you bring in another friend. You say, hey, man, I made a lot of money trip. I'm going to bring you on. I got paid for that. I don't know your friend. I don't know you from the wall. But because I brought you in, the company paid me for the work you did bringing that person in. Now, what if that person booked a trip? I don't know that, but I got a check coming for it. Why?
Yeah.
Because that's the power of leveraging and network marketing. And I talked about the travel side. They made 300,000 a month. In the network marketing side, we, since the company been open, this is their 10th year anniversary, they have $6 million earners just from the network marketing side, bringing people in. $6 million earners, and
Yes.
and they pride themselves on this statement. I became a millionaire, and I made others a millionaire. Your company that you work for was never goal is to make you a millionaire with them.
You're
Never
not.
be their goal. Never ever be their goal. The CEO to the first person to sign up, the second person, the third sign up, all of them millionaires. The first 5 people that ever signed up, all millionaires because they built this company and they made other millionaires. They made people earning 6 figures off of this. And there are a few people are bringing a few more people in. They'll be $1 million earner. You break Let's say you bring in a certain people, you guaranteed a $500 bonus, then $1,000 bonus, then the 2,000, and it just goes up and up and up and up and up, all from referring this business to others. I mean, it can't be any more simpler than that. It's a beautiful thing, and
Sounds
I'm
pretty
very
simple.
proud of it. And if anyone ever wants to know how to be part of it, you could direct message me on Facebook. We'll put the links up at some
We'll
point in
do
this
that.
video, and then we'll go from there. But I'm excited talking about both possibilities because being sick with COVID, I'm living out dreams that I thought I've only seen on TV. I didn't know that sometimes it is that simple. You think, oh, you got to do this, you got to do that, you got no. You ask for things, pay attention to the signs, and open your mind and take the risk and show up. That's the first thing. Show up on time, and show up ready. Everything else works out for itself, and that's the best I could say. Like
That's amazing.
if
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
imagine if I overslept and I missed this podcast. I couldn't
Exactly.
talk about
You
this
showed up.
business.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah,
You
I'm
showed up on
on
time. I
on
sent you a
time,
message,
ready.
and you say, yeah, I'll be on.
You'll be
Yeah.
you'll be surprised how many people can't do that.
Yeah. Exactly. I think I had one this week that didn't show. So yeah. I mean, it's the opportunity. And
Yeah.
yeah. But what I like about your travel opportunity is that it actually expands your horizons in some ways because now you're looking at, booking all these trips and all these places, and you're seeing the world with different eyes. Like you didn't even
Mm-hmm.
know that some places existed, right? And you only realize it when you started looking at these travel packages and the trips that were available, and you're like, "Well, I didn't know about that place. I didn't even know it had some cool stuff going on."
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I'll tell you something. I'll
yeah,
tell you something people don't know. This
what's
is
that?
something I learned, right? When you go to book a trip, you go to the regular website. There's agent websites. There's a whole new
Oh,
website
oh yeah,
just for agents that go on there and they see the packages completely different and with different price points that you will
right.
not get to see as a consumer. But as a merchant, we got a different portal that's completely different from yours. So many people go, well, I could go on Expedia. Yeah, you could, but A, you just sent that commission of all that work you did to some person in cyberspace you don't know, instead of just dealing with your friend. You could have went on my website and did the same thing. At least you knew where your money was going to help a friend versus a stranger. And B, Expedia, not knocking Expedia, but let's just say their deals aren't. You're going to be on that cruise ship. You're going to be next to the engine room where it's going to be noisy. For that deal, you're going to be on the plane next to the bathroom. You're going to be. You can't bring in your hand luggage. Catch with those deals. But when you're dealing with true professional, they'll make sure everything is great, is straight for you. They'll make sure your cab is there. They'll make sure that's the beauty of having a travel agent. They'll do all
Yeah.
those things for you. You are worry free.
It's like something that some people don't know is when booking a car. Like I went to Australia recently for the weekend, and I booked a car, and the car price online was, I don't know, $229 or something like that for the weekend. And then I thought that's what I was going to pay. So I get there. And they tell me, all right, the standard excess is like $5,000 or something. Do you want to reduce that down to $500? And I'm like, well, $5,000 is quite a high excess. I've never heard of any
Mm.
insurance with such a high excess. Anyway, and then they were like, yeah, no, you just pay like an extra, whatever it was, $200, almost double the price to get the excess reduced down to $500. Now, I can't control if someone else is going to crash into my car or not. I don't want to be liable for $5,000. I'm going to pay the extra 200. So essentially, I didn't pay the 229 ticket price. I paid almost just over 400 because of the hidden costs I didn't know about. And imagine I went there on a shoestring budget and there was all the money I had left planned
Yeah,
for food or whatever, and now I had to pay this extra amount to hold the car and to secure a cheaper excess. So
right.
those are things you don't know unless you're a professional travel agent, right?
No,
But
and you won't know because their job is to
yeah,
because they're getting a commission. The
yeah,
more the more they add on to it,
mm,
the bigger it's making.
yeah,
So
exactly.
basically, he doubled your price by telling you something that was smart, but was it really necessary? Could
Yeah,
have been, could have not been. You don't know. Your own insurance covers the car.
yeah. So like
Whatever
if you
your
got
insurance is set up covers that car.
Yeah, if you have travel insurance, apparently it will cover that excess if you have travel insurance. Someone told me that
That
afterwards. Yeah.
that and your regular driver's license, regular car insurance. The car insurance covers the
Oh yeah.
insurance.
Oh yeah. I
Yeah.
should actually ask
So
that.
he
Yeah.
upsold. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He
So I
upsold
basically
you.
bought something I didn't even need because I already had car insurance.
Right. If you have car insurance, you're covered. Right. But see,
Yeah.
his job is to upsell you because he's going to make it sound like it's the greatest thing ever.
Mm,
I mean, that's his job is to make it sound like the
mm,
greatest thing ever. But you'll learn these things because one of the best part is there's on-demand training. So
yeah.
it's not like I say there's you have to be at this class, you have to do this, you have to sell this much. None of that. It's straight when you can, when you do it. Gym membership, right?
Mm,
I say, what do you mean by a gym membership? I say, well, most people have a gym membership and they don't go, but they're paying every month. You can do that. You won't get in shape. B, you can go to the gym not knowing how to work out and injure yourself or don't even or working out the wrong muscle that you're trying to not build. Or C, you could go in, get a trainer, which would be myself or any member of my team, and we'll walk you through the steps, go through that on demand training. I will say, hey, watch this video, watch that video, because we'll tailor it to what you want. Say you want to go to Tokyo. Okay, why are you going to watch videos about Tahiti? We're talking about Tokyo, right? So watch this video, watch that video. And that's the best part of it. We'll guide you step through step on where you want to be if you want to have that call with us. Some
right.
people, they sign up and I never hear from them again and they'll book their one-time trip once a year. But other people come in and I'm proud to say on my team, I have a member that came in and said, I'm going to take this business by storm. And he brought in his own network of people and he's making money as well. And very proud of him. And I'm like, wow. And now I understand what the founder of the company felt. you feel good that you can say, I made that person X amount of money. The CEO gets to say, I made 5 additional millionaires because of what I believed in. I don't think there's a much better feeling than that, knowing that you helped so many people.
That's
And
amazing.
that's what I
That's
want to be.
yeah, that there's the power of network marketing. I mean, a real believer in network marketing. Some people like um see it and they reckon, oh no, it's a pyramid scheme, whatever. Someone at the top is always making the money. But like you explained, in the traditional business, it's the same story. And this way, you can choose who to associate with, who to align with, and you can sign up with your friends like yourself, and like you can bless that person. You can think of it that way. You're blessing that person and their family with your efforts, right? It's a community-based business. I think they shouldn't call it network marketing anymore. They should call it community-based business because that's what it is. It's
Yes,
building
exactly.
community, and
Mhm.
it's everyone helping everyone else. And as thanks for them building your business under you, you are giving them mentorship and training and teaching them all the things that you've learned along your journey. So
Mhm.
a it's reciprocity as well. It's not just the guy getting all the money. That's right. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And the founder of the company created McDonald. He created a guarantee that is the most appealing guarantee ever. If you are well enough to become a director, meaning brought you through your network marketing has blessed 100 people to join this company. Well, you didn't have to bring 100 people yourself. You brought somebody, and they brought somebody. It
Yeah.
compounds, and 100 people are introduced to this business because of your efforts. You have reached the director level. He has stated that all money is guaranteed to you and your beneficiary forever. So it's better than life insurance because once you're dead, you're done. Nobody else from your family receives your benefit. This, if I pass, my son gets my monthly paycheck from this company forever. And then he, in turn, can transfer that to his children and so to guarantee the generational wealth. And
It's
he could
legacy.
build it up,
It's like it says in our
yes,
sign
and
here,
keep his
legacy edition.
legacy, yes. That is one of the greatest guarantees ever. And he's shown it. There's many directors in our company that I work well that I'm striving to be a director myself, and they said, "Hey, yeah, I get the paper in the mail with the lawyer stuff, and I sign up. And if if I die, my child or this person that I named on this list will receive my monthly pay forever." And then they get the same paperwork, and then they have to pass it on. I thought that was beautiful. That's what really hooked me
That is
because
beautiful.
I
Yeah.
love passive income. I love passive income. That's
Yeah,
the
and
greatest thing ever.
not just passive income, but generational passive income. And you
Good
can really
passive
change the
income.
lives of your future, your children, your future generations. That's amazing.
Absolutely.
And I think that's a fantastic note to leave it on. And just one final thing, would you want to leave any message with the audience or any final thoughts that
Yes.
you
My my
you wish to
thought,
share?
my message is always don't ask. People that are entrepreneurs or in business want to help you. It's a we're set to this. Are they trying to scam us? No, they want to help you because we understand the power of networking. I help you now. You might help me later. You might remember that I helped you and bring 4 or 5 people down to me later on and be like, oh yeah, remember that time? That's our mindset. It's always continuous everything. Ask and network and you'll be fine in business. That's it. All right.
Awesome.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for that. That's a brilliant message. Ask and it shall be given unto you.
Yes.
And so thank you so much for being on the show. And to the viewers out there, please check out the links that we will post. It will have everything for you to be able to get in contact with Kessel and get to be a part of his amazing business. My final thoughts to you are, as usual, dream big and build bigger. Until next time. Cheers, everyone. Cheers.